Good morning, Raptor Freaks. Alexiot's here. It's Tuesday, and it's 9:30. So you know the Raptor Freak is coming on the air. So today is Classic Jurassic Tuesday Trivia, and today we are doing Corey Joseph. We found out this week that Corey Joseph is withdrawing from Team Canada on this cycle. He's not gone to Germany to play in these next couple games in the next couple days. He is not going to be rendezvousing with Team Canada in Southeast Asia for the FIBA World Cup either. So he's just wiped from the whole slate of Team Canada competition from this point on. Some people have said the reason is because of him wanting to be ready to get ready for the Golden State Warriors season this year. And that's why it's not really anything injury related. Although he is older, it could very well be some sort of nagging injury and that he wants to get it right so that he can have a better NBA season. Either way, it's disappointing. But in some ways, Corey Joseph has very much represented Canada very often, and he shouldn't be slighted for that, for him not being around this time. In some ways, we need the young blood coming up, and Corey has been on Team Canada a lot in the last decade or so. So it is what it is. And we wish Corey was there, obviously, because he's a very good veteran leadership for our team. But you know what? We don't lack that on our team. And in some ways, we're deep as a country now, Canada. So we can weather the storm without him. Even though it'd be nice to have a former Raptor, Corey Joseph, with Team Canada. We will do the trivia very soon. Let me read some of your comments. There is a bit of news from yesterday about the Raptors. Is very, very interesting that we should probably go over right away. The Raptors in LA, pretty much the whole team with the coaches in Raptors gear working out like crazy. The post on official Raptors accounts yesterday, very, very cool to see. I wonder if because of the new CBA, they have new rules where that allow a team to officially get together in the summer like this. Because in some ways, this seems like this isn't legal what they're doing, but they wouldn't do it if it wasn't. So I'm like, why would they set them up to get fined and get in trouble if they're not doing anything wrong? So it could very well be there's new rules to the CBA that I don't know about. Hopefully, Logical Raptors Fanatic will come back at some point and fill us in on this, because they're having an official team practice and like workout session out west. You see Darko, Pat Delaney, Jama, James Wade, all the coaches meeting with Scotty Barnes, Marquise Noel, Christian Coloco, Otto Porter, Garrett Temple, Thad Young, OG Anunoby, Ron Harper Jr., Jeffrey Doughton Jr., Javon Freeman Liberty, all confirmed. Chris Boucher, all these guys confirmed in LA right now, all working out together. There's a fantastic post on the Raptors official. And I'm looking at it, and I keep looking in the background. Of course, the Raptor Freak's going to analyze all the pictures and the videos, and he's going to see all the different people that are at this thing. I see Mogi in the background as our Exhibit 10, one of our guys. I see Grady Dick, the rookie, going around Jama Mahalea. I see OG working with Grady also. I see these dudes all together, and this is fantastic. I love it. I see Darko shaking hands with Javon Freeman Liberty. I see Otto Porter Jr. in Raptors red shirt standing behind Darko. I see Marquise working out with OG and Thaddeus Young walking around him. Thaddeus threw down an amazing dunk in some 3-on-3 action yesterday. And Grady Dick put it on blast on his Instagram, saying something about his OG older player in the league. Scotty doing workouts with the weights next to Doughton Jr., Garrett Temple, and Javon Freeman Liberty. And also at the end of that clip, you see Ron Harper Jr. and Chris Boucher putting down the big weight. And then boom, there's a picture of OG. There's a picture of Scotty shooting, and they're together. They're all together right now, and this is fantastic. You know what? I think with a new coach like Darko coming in and so much upheaval and change with our team, them being together right now and getting more to know each other right now is very good. And maybe that's why, because we have a new coach, the NBA allows for teams to get together and get to know their coach a little bit earlier. I have no idea. If this was the case that the rules have changed where NBA teams can just be together in the offseason, why wouldn't most teams be trying to do this? It has to be voluntary. That's for sure. That is maybe the main rule here, is that these players have to voluntarily come to Los Angeles and they can't be paid for to get there, maybe. Or maybe it's just that, they just show up and they do it because they want to do it. You can't get mad at them. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure that they're not doing anything wrong, but this is weird. This is very weird. I've never seen a team get together like this so openly with their stuff on. Last year we went to Rico Hines and we weren't wearing, we were wearing Raptor stuff, but it didn't matter because it was Rico Hines official runs. Well, this is not Rico Hines runs. Now, because they're in LA, it also makes me think that maybe they are going to go to Rico Hines runs next week and start running with Rico's runs very soon. So who knows? We'll have to see. Very, very interesting, cool stuff. Yeah. All right. Let's see what the comments are. And no more comments, so we can start the trivia. All right. Let's see. Nameless is saying, I know that says it's not a competition, but first, so suck it. Okay, Nameless, you're first. Here's your cookie. Yeah, you got a cookie, a sugar cookie. Trevor's saying, good morning, Raptors family. Good morning to you, Trevor J. Hope you're traveling safe. Good morning, Raptor Freak crew from Cool Cat. Always good to see Scotty Barnes Twitch family, Cool Cat in the house. Fiercely Salsera, happy birthday. Laugh out loud, Nameless. And yes, we do remember that it is your birthday, Fiercey. So happy birthday. Nameless is saying, ha ha. And Leslie's here. Good to see Leslie Hart. Good morning, Raptor Freak family. I hope everyone had a great long weekend. Yeah, what a long weekend. Very good. And I'm glad everybody got out there. If you went to Carnival, had a good time. If you just enjoyed time to yourself, you went out in the country, whatever you did for your long weekend, hopefully it was a fantastic civic holiday. Yeah. Thanks, Leslie. Cool Cat saying Corey preparing for his new team, the Golden State Warriors. That's right. He's preparing by coming back from being around Team Canada, and Steph Curry is preparing by being on stage with Paramore, the band, singing on stage this weekend. Steph Curry can do it all. He wins golf tournaments and he can get on stage with a new metal band and sing some lyrics with them on stage. They went crazy. It was kind of cool, actually. Paramore is not horrible. I used to not really like them when they first came out, but their newer stuff, their stuff right now is actually not bad. So I can't hate too much. I've enjoyed Paramore in the last year or so. So, all right, let's see. Iceman like Gervin's in the house. Corey Joseph had a back issue flare up in camp, as per Michael Grange. Okay, this is the thing. This is what, listen, if I'm not going to scoop it, if Monique's not going to scoop it, Iceman like Gervin's going to scoop it, somebody's going to scoop it. And he's telling me that there is actually an injury for Corey Joseph. His back has flared up. And that is from Michael Grange. Thank you, Iceman like Gervin, for clarifying things. Ahmed the Goat saying, good morning, y'all. I tried to be here last week, but was really busy. Corey's a nice player, a current NBA player, so I might actually get some of these without searching it. All right. Well, maybe, Ahmed, you try and do it off the top of your head, and we'll see how it goes for you guys. Cool Cat saying, Pascal is not with the team. Preparing my emotions. He's excluded from so much team stuff. Now, I was thinking about this. Cool Cat, because it is bothering me also to a degree, but you've got to realize he's not the only one who's away from them right now. There's actually a few of them that aren't there. Precious is very much in Nigeria right now. He started his What If Unlimited camps there, so he is excused and not there. We know Jakob is in Greece or somewhere around there. He is not in LA also. And I'm starting to think that Siakam, with his partnership with Red Bull, that he may actually, I don't know if this is for sure, but it could be either way. And either way, it doesn't matter. He could either be under contract to be around Salzburg and around Red Bull, making Red Bull content and being there, or he just really loves Salzburg. And because of his connection with the Red Bull company, he just wants to put in time around them and help build the brand. I'm not sure what it is. But either way, it has been very strange this summer because it does seem like Siakam's been a bit of a man on an island away from the team. But I don't worry about this. As many people have said, some of the best players on teams kind of do their own thing and go far away from them. It's like if you look at Kobe over the years in the offseason, he goes away and he just works on himself on his own. And that's a normal thing for his top level superstar on teams to kind of go and do that. So I'm not reading into this too much, although a lot of people are. And I don't get it. It's because, listen, he's not the only one that's not there. I don't even know if Gary's there right now. So there's a few Raptors that are missing. I kind of went through that post to make sure I was seeing as many as I could. I don't see Malachi in those pictures either. So that, there's maybe a few of these guys that are actually excused or not there for different personal reasons, and it's not a big deal to Raptors. It could very well be, like I said, they want to get Darko and the new coaches around the guys more. And some of those guys that have been around the team, they don't need this as much as, say, a Javon Freeman Liberty or some of these newer players, Garrett Temple, that are on our team all of a sudden. So very, very interesting stuff. And I wouldn't overanalyze this, Cool Cat. It could be very well that Pascal shows up tomorrow and he is in LA with them right now. I love that OG's with them. That's a big deal. And Scotty being there too is also a big deal. So we'll have to see what this means, but don't worry about this. Now, I did go back and look at Raptors official to see when the last time they posted something Pascal, and it has been a little while. But they have, we can't read into this too much. We really, really can't. Let's see. Nameless is saying they went and got Thaddeus Young, a co-captain. Yeah. And well, Thaddeus, listen, he showed some spryness yesterday with that dunk. And like they were all in awe of it. Like the teammates were all putting him on blast. Like I said, Grady Dick reposted Thad Young's dunk on his Instagram yesterday. And then Thad Young reposted Grady Dick reposting his dunk. So there's a little bit, that's a cool signal to see the oldest player on our team and the youngest player on our team reflecting off of each other on social media. It shows that Grady has a respect for the older players on our team and maybe really thrilled to see this guy still has these kind of ups at 37. That's cool. I like that. I like that Grady is showing respect to Thaddeus by reposting his dunk. That's a big deal. That's a very, very big deal. Fiercely saying all together without Pascal. I'm going to say this once again, Fiercely. Don't read into this too much. Jakob's not there. Precious is not there. Have not seen Gary. I've not seen Malachi and Pascal. Those are the five I have not seen for sure, but most of everybody else is there. Most everybody else is there otherwise. So he's not the only one. Nameless is saying, I think Pascal has earned that Kawhi Leonard treatment at this point, Fiercey. Yeah, that's part of it. It's part of it. It's not that he wouldn't want to be there. I really do think he has some sort of obligation to Red Bull where he has to be either in Salzburg or doing Red Bull activities during the summer to fulfill his contract as a spokesperson for them. So it helps that when he's in Salzburg, it could be that he went to Red Bull a couple of years ago. He really liked Austria because he did say that last summer. And he enjoys being there for that time of the year. So this just could have been the allotted time in his summer that he's going to be around Red Bull in Salzburg, Austria. So, I'm not going to, like I said, Dennis isn't there either, y'all. Dennis is with Team Germany playing in games in Germany for their national team right now. So there's all kinds of different excuses right now for Raptors who aren't necessarily at the LA workout right now. So let's see. Trevor J saying some people try to tell others how to do their job because those are the people who don't know. That's the know, and the people that think that they know, they don't know. Okay. I mean, if you do a job that I'm not trained in, I should not tell you how to do your job. That's for damn sure. And vice versa. So yeah, I can get behind this, Trevor. If you don't have training, then don't tell people how to do their job. You're not professional GM. Don't tell Bobby how to do his job. Come on, y'all. Fiercey saying, thank you for the birthday wishes, Lex. Happy birthday to Fiercey. Happy birthday to Fiercey. Happy birthday to Fiercey. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, there you go. Happy birthday, Fiercey from Nameless. Look at the emoticon barrage from Nameless there. Wow, he's speaking Tom Duke's language in Tom Duke's absence. And I love it. I love it. I have not had my quota of emoticons. And thank you, Nameless, for upping that ante there. Yeah. All right, Nameless. Thank you for the cutoff, too. Fiercely saying, thank you. And yes, you may be right, Lex. Just mentioned Malachi and Gary are also missing. I feel better now. Yeah, there's at least 6 of them not there. But there is a huge chunk of them there, too. There's like 10 of them there, maybe 6 not there. Coolcat saying happy birthday to Fiercey also. I love it. I love it. Paul B's here. Good to see Paul B. Thank you, Paul B, for helping me with that project. And we'll see how things go in the future. Things are going to go in the future, but good to see you, Paul. I hope Otto can stay healthy and show us what he meant to do last season. Yeah, I love seeing him there. I've got an energy about him that he does really sincerely want to fulfill something for the Raptors this year. So let's see if he can do that. Let's see if Otto can get past the toe and come back with a vengeance, with shooting and playing very well for the Raptors. Amit saying, guys, we got to start the trivia. Amit wants to get on task. He's raring to go. Let's see. Seymour's here. Good to see Seymour Pape. More life, more life, more life for Fiercey. That's right. More life for Fiercey. Let's go, Fiercey Salsera. Yes, you go, Fiercey. You and you. I know you're a great mom, and just have a great day, Fiercey. Take some time for yourself and do some simple pleasure or something you really enjoy, your favorite something, and just make it special. I know you will. Dana's here. Good to see good Canadian Dana. Good morning, everyone. She is Canadian. I love it. And Fiercely saying, thank you, Cool Cat and Seymour. Awesome. All right, let's do this. It's time for trivia. And there's David Saborin. Look out. Happy birthday, Fiercely, from David Saborin. Loving seeing the trivia champion. David S. is here to be among us on Trivia Day. Randolph saying, believe Raptor Freaks, most informative gang. Blessings are on your life. Do whatever you can to help make life easier for those with whom you are blessed to share this day with. Wow. Randolph Phillips, thank you for your words of wisdom and your blessings once again. Blessings to all the Phillips family and your friends and everyone in your life and all the Raptor Freaks around the world right now. That's right. Dana saying happy birthday to Fiercey also. I love this. So many birthdays. We had the June birthdays. Now we're getting these August birthdays. And I love it. You Leos are awesome. Let me just say that. All right, let's go. Let's start it right now. Here we go. Corey Joseph. Classic Jurassic Tuesday Trivia. What is Corey Joseph's middle name? What is Corey Joseph's middle name? Fiercely saying thank you to trivia champion David and Dana. I love it. Turn off slow mode. Oh, yeah, you're right, Amit. You're right. Holy crap. All right, you guys, I got to do a really quick change to the chat. Just a little edit. I don't know if I can do it while I'm in the middle of it, though. I should have done this before. This is crap. This sucks because I don't normally make this mistake, and this is a big deal. So let me try and see if I can do an edit on it right now while we're in the middle of the stream without ending the stream, because I've never had to do this before. I'm going to see if I can edit it real fast. La 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 la, and maybe it'll make the change right away. Hang on. Settings, details, customization. There it is. Take slow mode off. Save. All right. I don't know if you guys have to refresh your browsers. Oh, there it goes. It says it on there. Slow mode is off. Ha ha. There we go. We did it. We win. We win. Good job, Ahmed. Thank you for telling me that. Can we have a trivia with all former champions one day? Well, when we have enough champions, we only have two right now, G and David Saborin. Now we get some more trivia champions over the years, then maybe we'll do it. All right, Iceman got the answer. It's Ephraim. Ephraim is his name, his middle name. So Iceman like Gervin's going to get that one, and I'm successful because I turned off the slow chat in the middle of the stream. I love that. I learned something just now. Nameless got the cutoff, and Amit saying I put it in first, but it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Let's give Iceman a bone because he is the leader currently right now too, and he's doing really well. Fiercely saying I was the first, but I got slow mode too. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. We're just gonna give this to Iceman for right now. Just a little gimme to Iceman for being a very factual, actual person that's been helpful to the channel. But we got it right now, so there should be no more problems. All right, y'all? No more problems. You know what I'm gonna give Fiercey the answer too, just because it's Fiercey's birthday. But sorry, Ahmet, you're out. We're gonna give it to Fiercey just because it's her birthday. All right, let's see. Second question. What Canadian high school did Corey Joseph play for? What Canadian high school did Corey Joseph play for? What was the high school's name? That's right, Iceman. He played for Pickering High. Pickering High. All right, there you go. These may be somewhat simple. They're going to range from very easy to very hard. Let's just put it that way. There are some questions on here that will not be easy for y'all to answer, but there will be some gimmies. Let's just put it that way. There'll be some gimmies. Pickering is the right answer. Good job. What is the nickname of Corey Joseph's college alma mater? You know how I do this one. It's like if it's Michigan State, it's the Spartans. So what is the nickname of his college team that he played for? What is that? What is that? It would be Spartans if he played for Michigan State. So if you know the team that he played for in college and what their nickname is, you'll get this one. Get this one. Yeah. What is the nickname of his college alma mater? Seymour saying, I got chicks in Pickering. They want to hold me down to pick a ring. That's a great line. I love that. Texas Longhorns is right. Iceman like Gervin is quick today. Ahmet, you're just behind Iceman. Just behind. It is the Texas Longhorns. Just like TJ Ford, just like Kevin Durant. Corey Joseph is a Texas Longhorn. That's right. Iceman like Gervin. Cleaning up so far today. All right, let's go with the next question. Question number 4. What four numbers has Corey Joseph worn in the NBA as a jersey number? What are the four numbers? There's 200 points here for you guys. If you can get in there and get one of these four numbers that he wore. Number 6, Leslie, you get that one. Yes, Leslie getting the Toronto number. I love it, Leslie. I love it. Iceman's just listing them out. 0, 1, 1, and 11. Nope, none of those are right, Iceman, off the top of your head. And but Ahmed the GOAT is coming in and cleaning up the other 3. 5, 6, 9, 18. Those are all the correct numbers. And Ahmed has got all of them except for Leslie, who snuck the first 6 from Toronto first. Good job, Leslie Hart. And good job, Ahmed the GOAT, back in Israel, back from his Canadian travels. All right, let's see. Number 5 on the questions is what team did Corey's dad win a CCAA national championship with? What team did Corey's dad win a Canadian College Athletics Association championship? I don't know. Humber Hawks. That's a good guess, but it's wrong. It's wrong. Mount Royal University. No, that's not it either. Sheridan Bruins. Wow. No, this is the college that Corey's dad played for when he won the Canadian championship for college basketball, I guess. What is the school he went to at that time? There we go. Fiercey knows. She went and found it. It's the Southern Alberta Institute. That's right. It's the Southern Alberta Institute. Look at that. Wow. Fiercey Salcera, good job on your birthday. It's your birthday. Yeah, Southern Alberta Institute. Would you have caught that? Institute of Technology. That's right. That's the whole part of it. Yeah. Seymour's got 3, 5, 8, 9, 11, and 15. No, it was 5, 6, 9, and 18. 5, 6, 9, and 18. And Seymour saying Ottawa? What? The Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. Yeah, that's where his dad went to school. Corey's dad. You know, his whole family's very good athletes. All of them. His mom, his dad, his brother. They're all very good athletes. Very much. His whole family. All right, let's see. Question number 6. What year and team did Corey Joseph win an NBA championship? What year and team was he on when he won his NBA championship? Yeah. Seymour, you live near this Institute of Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. Very cool. Very cool. Spurs 2014. Ahmed getting those. Yep, that's right. He won it with Kawhi. The year Kawhi won it with the Spurs, Corey Joseph was on that team also. So, yeah, it was the San Antonio Spurs 2014 championship. Corey Joseph is a champion for that team. Good job. Good job, Fiercey. You got the right year, but Ahmed's got it first, 2014. All right, the next question. Corey Joseph has a second cousin who plays for which CEBL team? He has a second cousin that's currently playing in the CEBL. What team in the CEBL is Corey Joseph's second cousin playing for? His second cousin's name is Chris. Chris. Yeah, what team is he playing for? Scarborough's not right, Iceman. It's a good guess. It's not Scarborough. Trevor J. San Antonio's 2013 is San Antonio 2014, but we're on the next question. Vancouver is not the right answer either, Iceman like Irvin. I think Fiercey needs to answer this question. Birthday lady, please put your team in. You're going to win this. Winnipeg, Seymour Pape, Winnipeg is not right. Fiercey got it. I knew she would. Ottawa Blackjacks is who Corey Joseph's cousin plays for. Fiercey getting her favorite team on her birthday. This is what I wanted. I set this up. I was like, I'm going to make one of the answers to the questions Ottawa Blackjacks because I know that's Fiercey Salcera's favorite CEBL team, and it's her birthday. So I'm glad that Fiercey got it. Ottawa is right. That's right, Fiercey. And the guy's name is Chris. So you know the player who's Chris on the Blackjacks? That's Corey Joseph's second cousin, just so you know. Yeah, I don't know the full name of the guy. Is he Chris Joseph? I don't think he's Chris Joseph. Is Chris something else? Chris with a K. Whatever player that is, that's Joseph's second cousin, just so you know, Fiercey. Good job, Fiercey. Representing Ottawa. There you go. All right, next question. Question number 8. Corey appears in an important Canadian documentary film. What is it? Corey appears in an important Canadian documentary film. What is the film he appears in? Chris Joseph. It is Chris Joseph. Okay, cool. Yeah, Chris Joseph is a second cousin of Corey Joseph. Good job. Thank you, Ahmed. All Possessions. Nope, that's not the movie that Corey's in. Corey's in a very important Canadian documentary. What is it? I'm just gonna say this is a very important. The Fifth Estate, isn't that a TV show? Isn't that like a news reporter show? Canada basketball? Nah, that's not right. Hometown Glory? That's not right either. Heritage basketball? No. This is one of those ones you can't just get off the Wikipedia, y'all. That's right. I made some tough ones. Some of them are on the Wikipedia. Some of them aren't. Okay, Stargate's close, but that's not the name of that movie. You got to get it right. Yeah, that's not right either, Country Kong. We want the name of that movie, that documentary, that very important Canadian documentary that has come out in the years. But you guys are right almost. You thought it was the Heritage commercial with Naismith? No, I'm talking about a full-length documentary. I'm not talking about a commercial. I'm not talking about a TV show. I'm talking about a full-length documentary that Corey Joseph appears in, and it's a Canadian documentary. And I want to know the proper name of it. Some of y'all are you understand what the subject is. You put it in there, but you're not giving me the correct name to the documentary. So I want the correct name of the documentary. Vinsanity is not right, and neither is Vince Carter. So give me the right name. There you go. Come on now. All right, Fiercey got it. She didn't put in the R, but she got it. It's the Carter effect. Corey Joseph is one of the people interviewed in the movie The Carter Effect, talking about Vince Carter's effect as a Raptor on him becoming a Canadian basketball player. So it is the Carter effect. Fiercey's cleaning up on her birthday. I love to see it. Yeah, it's the Carter effect, y'all. Come on now. You know that movie, The Carter Effect. That's right. There you go. All right, next question. All right, guys. What team and pick was Corey Joseph drafted when he was drafted into the NBA? What team drafted him, and at what pick number was he drafted? Yeah. What pick number was he drafted? 29, and San Antonio. Iceman like Gervin's got it. That's right. That's 100 points right there for Iceman, getting both of them. 29th, and San Antonio is exactly right. Good job, Iceman. Iceman is going to keep his lead today. That's for sure. Good job. All right. Yep, just behind y'all. Spurs and 29th. That's right. All right, next question. Other than the Spurs, the Raptors, and the Warriors, what are the other three teams that Corey Joseph has played for? 50 points for each answer. What are the other three teams that Corey Joseph has played for in his NBA career, other than the Raptors, the Spurs, and the Warriors? Pacers, Kings, and Pistons. Iceman like Gervin is icing these questions real quick, and he's getting these, all three of them. Just before Ahmed, oh man, I think the delay may be hurting you today because Iceman is on it, and he may be a little closer, not being in Israel. So, yeah, Iceman like Gervin getting all three. He was on the Indiana Pacers, of course, the Sacramento Kings, and the Detroit Pistons. Those are the right answers. Wow, Iceman killing it. All right, next question. All right, this is advanced stuff right here, y'all. Whose draft rights did the Raptors trade Corey Joseph for? Whose draft rights did the Raptors trade him away for? When we traded him out of here, we got draft rights to a player. What player was that? This is seriously, this is going to be impressive. Fred VanVleet is not right. Leslie. CJ Miles is not right. It's a draft rights. It's draft rights. I don't even know if this guy ever came to the NBA. This is the crazy thing. This is an obscure, very obscure answer. And if you don't get it without cheating, I'm going to be like, you know so much about the Raptors. You are amazing. And I'll be like in awe of you. Seriously. If you know this off the top of your head and you don't have to look this up, that's impressive. Seriously. That's not the right name, Iceman. Vanja Marinkovic, but it is a name like that. It is a name that's like that. Roko Jukic. I love it. Country Kong has managed to drop a Roko bomb in our chat this morning. Whenever I see Roko Jukic, that makes me happy. Thank you, Country Kong. But that's not the right answer. Justin Hamilton is not the right answer. Ignas Brasdekis. That's along the right lines, once again, Iceman, but he actually is in the NBA, and that's not who it is. No, this player did not make the NBA. I don't think he ever came to the NBA or anything. It's like we traded Corey Joseph for the rights to a European player that never showed up. Never, ever, never, ever, ever. So that's the thing. This guy's not known. In fact, you guys may have never seen his name before in your life. Let's just put it that way. It's very obscure and very weird. So, yeah, Nando DeColo. I love it. You're dropping all the great hits, Country Kong. You know what? I'm giving you a dunk just for putting Roko Jukic and Nando DeColo in the the chat today. Country Kong, you're getting a dunk for that. Let me see, where's Country Kong on here? If you do that, you can get some secret dunks. If you start using people's names that, like, man, I love seeing Nando De Colo. Nameless is saying Visitits from Semi Pro. You mean from the movie with Will Ferrell? Jackie Moon. All right, Ahmet got it. Quit screwing around, y'all. Ahmet got it. Like, are y'all gonna know that name? Look at the name that Ahmet the Goat wrote in there, y'all. Emir Predelzik. Predelzik is the answer. Ahmet the Goat getting it. Yeah, you are a goat for getting that one, Ahmet. Emir Predelzik. He's from Turkey. He's a Turkish player. And he never came across. I don't think that man's name has ever been in there. You knew it was Amir? Country Kong, how did you know that name? I know you know Nando. I know you know Rocco. But did you know Amir? I didn't know you knew Amir. Holy crap. Good job, Country Kong. If you knew that name already, that's a name that I didn't even realize until yesterday. I was like, what? Who? What? Why did we trade Corey Joseph for the rights to this dude? Okay, you were kidding. Okay, I'm very gullible. Just so you know, I'm very gullible. I will believe you. I want to believe all of you that you're just honest, forthright, truthful people. So I'm going to believe you. All right, Fred VanVleet? No, it's not Fred VanVleet, Trevor. All right, next question, y'all. Corey Joseph stands with Isthmus, Canada. What do they fight against? This is a charity that Corey is very much involved with. It may be his personal charity that he supports. What do they fight against? What is Isthmus, Canada? And Corey Joseph, what are they fighting against? Racism? That's a good thing to fight against. It's not racism. Poverty? Well, it's not. It's something more specific, but it does have to do with poverty. Let's just put it that way. Sexism. I love it, Ahmed. Yeah, maybe, not really. Homelessness. That's not exactly what it is either, guys. It's not exactly homelessness. I want to see if you guys get it exactly right. What do they fight against? What is Isthmus, Canada, and Corey Joseph's Isthmus, like the land structure in the water, in an isthmus, I'm not spelling it right. It's Isthmus. Isthmus. You know that word, right? Hunger. Okay, Stargate. That is closest, but I want one more word with it because it's not just general hunger. There's a specific hunger that we're looking at. Refugees, food program is close too. You guys are both very halfway there. I just want a certain phrase, 2 words, and Stargate's got the second word. Yeah, there we go. Iceman. You know what? I'm going to give this, all right, I'm going to do this a little bit benevolent. I'm going to give it to Stargate, Leslie, and Iceman. You're all going to get it. Iceman said the right thing. Child hunger is what I was actually looking for. But y'all are mostly right. Hunger is, I'll give it to Stargate for that. I feel generous. And Leslie, you'll get it too for food program because that sounds like it's about the same thing too. And then Iceman, of course. We'll give Iceman for getting it exactly right. They're fighting childhood hunger. They're fighting kids going hungry because they don't have no money or food. And that's what they're doing. Yeah. You had trouble finding the name, spelling it out, and searching for it, Amit. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't just look everything up. Sometimes you got to just know. Yeah, you didn't know how to spell Isthmus. Let me try and spell it real quick in there in the chat. Let me just try and spell it. This is just for my own jollies. That's how you spell it right there. Yeah, Isthmus. Child hunger. Laugh out loud. Yeah, childhood hunger. They don't want no kids starving. So they're trying to feed them. That's what they're doing. Yeah. All right. Next question, y'all. What Toronto high school did Corey and DeVoe Joseph, DeVoe is his brother, wreck in city high school championships twice? They played for Pickering. What team did they kick the ass 2 years in a row in the championship from around Toronto? What high school did they beat? Did those Joseph brothers terrorize in Toronto high school days? What team in Toronto did they beat? Which high school did the DeVoe and Corey Joseph absolutely terrorize when they're in high school playing for Pickering? Who did they beat? Both times when they faced them in championship games. That is right, Ahmet the GOAT, Eastern Commerce Collegiate Institute. That is right, Ahmet. That's right, Eastern Commerce. Of course, we got to bring up Eastern Commerce from time to time on here. I know that some of our Raptor freaks have ties to the high school basketball scene here in Toronto. I believe that Seymour Pape in particular has played in high school basketball here in Toronto. That's right. Eastern Commerce. Yeah, your dad went to Eastern Commerce, nameless. Well, we're not going to hold it against you. That's fine. It's all good. Eastern Commerce is a great school, honestly. I have a lot of respect for all the high schools here in Toronto. All the high schools. That was the answer to this question that Corey and Joseph tore them up in the city championships here back in the day. All right, let's go. David's laughing. I love it. I got trivia champion David laughing today. I love it. All right, let's keep going. Joseph is in a commercial in Canada for what candy bar? Corey Joseph is in a commercial for what candy bar in Canada? Yeah, you went to Sir Robert L. Borden. It's shut down now. Oh, okay. East side up. That's right. East side. I'm on the east side right now. I'm east side Toronto, baby. Yeah. What commercial? All right, there you go. Isaac got it. Isaac is here. Isaac Campbell sneaking in all of a sudden and getting the Snickers question. That's right. Isaac Campbell, remembering that Corey Joseph is in the Snickers commercial here in Canada. Love to see Isaac here this morning. The benevolent Isaac Campbell holding it down in Ottawa. Also, I love seeing him in here. Yeah, just before Ahmet there. Coffee Crisp is a great answer. That's a great Canadian candy bar, Leslie Hart. I love seeing Coffee Crisp in the chat this morning. And Ahmet's, the delay is killing him today. Oh my gosh. It's a good thing I turned the slow off. Wow. All right, we got 4 more questions still, y'all, on Corey Joseph. All right, next question is the money question. How much money in NBA contracts will Corey make after this year with Golden State? What has he made in his career on NBA contracts, y'all? Including the year coming up. 10 million, Iceman, that's a bit low. That is a bit low. What do you think he's playing in the 80s? Come on now. 8 million, that's way too low. I'm not talking about just for 1 year. I'm talking about his whole entire career. How much money has he made in his career, including this year coming up? 38 million is wrong, Seymour. It's a little low. Isaac Campbell, 71 million is a little low. 80 million is too high. So you guys got a little window there. 20 million is too low. 30 million is too low. 12 million is too low. 50 million is too low. You guys are all too low mostly. Leslie's the only one who's too high. Iceman like Gervin's saying 75. That's a little bit too high. A little bit too high. Seymour is a too low. 77 is too high. $1 billion. No, Country Kong. 74 million. Isaac Campbell's going to get it. I rounded it, and it is 74 million. If you add what he's going to make this year to what he's already made. So he's made 71 million already, and he's going to make another 3 this year. So 74 million is the right answer. Good job, Isaac Campbell, getting in there and getting it first. 74 is the answer I wanted. There you go. Good job, y'all. Yeah, you're all right in the right range here with all the answers, but it was 74. All right, 3 more questions. Yeah, he's made 74 million. He'll be made 74 at the end of this year with Golden State. Yeah. That's not bad, eh? Not bad, nameless, huh? Yeah. 74 million than you. Come on, you can get at least 1 million, Seymour. You can be saying 73 more million than me, but I have a million. Woo. $1 million. Woo. All right, let's see. All right, what player has played as Corey Joseph's teammate the most in his NBA career? What one player has played the most games as a teammate of Corey Joseph? Who is it? This is an interesting one. This is a fun one. Who has played? Don't go look it up, Ahmed, please. Just guess, y'all, and I'll give you clues. If you can't figure it out. Who has played the most with him? Iceman like Gervin thinks it's Tim Duncan. He is in the top 5, but he is not the answer. He is in the top 5 though. Kyle Lowry is not. He's up there in the top 10 though. It's not him. Kawhi is not the right answer. Tim is not the answer. All right, I want you to write it out, Amit. Well, I'm going to write you to write the last name out because that's not enough. There's a lot of Danny G's in the NBA, and that is not good enough. You need to write their whole name out because there's Danny Granger, there's Danny this and Danny that. So, all right, let me see. Isaac wrote it out correctly, the full name, so he's getting the points. It's Danny Green. Danny Green is the one who played the most games with Corey Joseph as a teammate. Danny G means Danny Granger, Danny Green, Danny this, Danny that. And I have to have the full name. So unfortunately, Ahmed, I'm going to give it to Isaac because he wrote it in first, complete. And there you go. Danny Green is the right answer. Good job. NBA Toronto Raptors champion, Danny Green is the right answer. Danny Granger. That's right. I could have thought he meant Danny Granger, y'all. All right, next question. Who has he played the most games against as an opponent in his NBA career? Corey Joseph. Who has he played against the most as an opponent? This is a big one. This is a big answer. I mean, this is the one. Seriously. I know in some ways it's like just spitball. How do you figure this out, Lex? What are you trying to do here? This guy's been both in the Eastern and Western Conference, and he's been jumping back and forth. Who would he have played the most against in his career as an opponent? Who would it be? This is a tough one. I want to see a couple of answers, and then maybe I'll give you a clue. But this is a good one. This is a good one. Who has Corey Joseph played the most games against as an opponent in the NBA? Without looking it up, I want to see if y'all know and you can get it without looking it up. And remember, full name's always good. Full name is always the quickest way to get it. What player? I mean, I could give some really easy clues right now. In some ways, this is the easiest question. In some ways, this very much is. And it is just think and just say, oh, it's this person. Of course it is this person. It's always this person. It's always this person. Well, think about this. Who's been in the league for like 20 years and barely ever misses games? That would be that person. I think just gave it away right just now. What I just said. Probably just gave it completely away. That's right, Isaac Campbell. It's LeBron James. That's right. LeBron James is the player that Corey Joseph has played the most games against in his career. It is LeBron James. Yeah, it's LeBron, y'all. That's right. LeBron, I guess because he was in Cleveland when Corey was in the Eastern Conference, and now he's in LA, and Corey was on Sacramento during that time. It's all worked out that LeBron has played the most games against Corey. Also, the timeline of Corey being around and stuff like that. Let's see. Autocorrect all sorts of things. Yeah, autocorrect will mess you up in this game. That's for sure. Did your message go through, Country Kong? Boban Marjanovic? That's the one I saw. Yeah, Boban. I saw Boban. Who said LeBron? David said I said LeBron. You said LeBron. I don't see you, David, on here. The first person I see saying LeBron is Isaac Campbell, unfortunately, guys. So I'm going to give it to Isaac, guys. Okay. All right. Let's see. You kept getting an error message when you posted, Iceman. Oh, I don't like hearing that. Maybe there's some forces out there trying to stop you. You are the leader, though, and you're in good shape, so don't worry about it too much. Nameless is saying, this damn Italian English keyboard screws me, bro. How do you have an Italian English keyboard? How did you do that? Why do you have that right now? Are you typing a lot of Italian half the time? Is this what's going on? I don't know. Seymour saying, my message said no connection for like 2 minutes, I swear. Was that why none of y'all were typing? That's interesting. I was like, nobody's answering. I'm like, what's going on? Maybe there's weird. You got error codes also. Interesting. All right. Well, one way or another, we're going to get through there. YouTube's trying to mess you guys up. That's crazy. YouTube doesn't want you to win. Paul's saying the same thing. So it looks like all y'all had the same problem. All right. Well, so it was even. Y'all had all the same problem. It's just Isaac got in first. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. It's like YouTube said, we're going to give it to Isaac Campbell. He's benevolent. We're going to let his message through first. Okay, it didn't go through for any of y'all. All right, well, we all know that it's fair then. Randolph saying, Fiercey, I join everyone in celebrating you on your birthday. Have a happy and blessed birthday. Enjoy the celebrations. Yes, Fiercey is awesome. Fiercey is one of my favorite Raptor freaks, y'all. Fiercey's just here all the time and just so positive all the time and just a great spirit. Sometimes I can feel y'all's spirits through these chats. And the words that y'all type, I can really get your personalities. And I know Fiercey's just an amazing person. So happy birthday, Fiercey. Ahmet saying they gave us error codes. All right. Maybe those are nuclear codes. Don't share them with anyone. And nuclear codes. They gave us codes. All right. Fiercey's saying it told me to chill on my answers as well. I gave too many. My first was LeBron as well. It may be that y'all overloaded the system. The Raptor freaks are that powerful. We just overloaded YouTube for a second, and YouTube freaked out. It was like, whoa, Raptor freaks, chill out. You're making me work too hard. Maybe that's what it was. It could be. Y'all all jumped in the pool at once, and all the water jumped out. That's what it was. All y'all tried to type at once, and the water and YouTube went out the pool because y'all all jumped in at the same time. That's awesome. Yeah, y'all were all getting error messages. Isaac Campbell said, I had to put Danny Green as a joke first, and it didn't go through. Danny G. Okay, well, that's good for you, Isaac. You're getting your messages in the right way first. And Name was saying YouTube got the fire for Gervais Ice. Gervin. Oh, Iceman Gervin. Okay, Iceman Gervin. Fiercely saying thank you at Randolph. And Iceman's laughing. And Name was saying, let's go overload that moron who shall not be named. No, it's not. Let's not give him traffic and numbers. That's the worst thing you could do, Nameless. No, don't go there. All right, last question, y'all. And this is the final question. This is going to be the hardest question, y'all, because you won't know where to find this anywhere. You're going to have to really dig deep to find this one. So I'm gonna see who really knows Corey Joseph on this question right here. All right. Which former Raptor teammate did Corey lose a bet to and he had to go and clean his house? Which former Raptor teammate did Corey Joseph lose a bet to and he had to go over to his house and clean it for him? So there you go. Fiercely saying maybe that will increase YouTube traffic on the channel. It's some sort of algorithm way. Yeah, we overloaded the system, so now they're coming in. All right, Tony Parker's not right. We're talking about Raptors, not his Spurs career. Jose Calderon is not right. O'Shea Brissett is not right. Norman Powell is not right. Chris Bosh is not right. Fred VanVleet is not right. Yeah, this is going to be tough. I'm not even going to tell y'all where to look to find this. In some ways, I want y'all to really have a tough time with this one. And we're going to see. We're going to see who knows. Who did he lose that bet to? Patrick Patterson is the best guess so far. I'm going to say that right now. Patrick Patterson is the best guess so far. Norman is not right. DeLon is not right. Andrea Bagnani is not right. Patrick McCaw is not right. Kyle Lowry is not right. DeMar DeRozan's not right. The closest answer so far has been Patrick Patterson. That is the best answer so far. Jonas Valanciunas is not right. Jamal McGlure is not right. Yeah, Serge Ibaka is not right. TJ Ford is not right. What is those tacos? You guys bringing in tacos now? Is that what that is, Nameless? Terrence Ross is not right. Bebe Nogueira is not right. DeMar DeRozan is not right. Amir Johnson, another good guess, but not right. Not right. Amir Johnson, kind of right, but not really. Uh-oh. You better spell that right first. If you spell that right, you might get it. Isaac Campbell saying Linus Kleza is not right. JYD is not right. Patterson's not right. Jared Bayless is not right. Lesline, Red Rocket is not right. TJ Ford was your favorite, and Ahmet the Goat has got the answer. It is Damari Carroll. They did some weird competition where if somebody was right or won this competition, the loser would have to come and clean their house. So there's a whole clip of Corey Joseph going to Damari Carroll's house and cleaning his house for him. So Ahmet the Goat got this one. Good job, Ahmet. Glad to see you get the last question, which was Damari Carroll. Good job, y'all. I'm impressed with y'all. Y'all really do know your Corey Joseph. And, well, hopefully you know more about him on top of what you already knew by playing this game. Yeah, JYD is not right. Jerome Williams is not right. My good friend, number 13, the JYD is not the right answer. Yeah, Nameless putting that goat out there for Ahmet. Yeah, there you go. Celebrating the goat, Ahmet, who came to Canada for Global Jam. Had a fantastic time with his granddad and all of his family while I was here. But we didn't see him, but that's okay. But I'm glad you came to Canada and you had a fantastic time, Ahmet, and you are a trivia gem in things right now. It looks like Iceman got the most points today, but I'll add them all up as I normally do. And I will post the new point standings for the trivia after the stream shortly, not too long ago. Randolph saying, I met and got to know Corey Joseph's grandmother over the years when visiting her church in Toronto, a sweet, humble, amazing woman of God. That's amazing. You know, I'm sure his family has really deep ties with Canada and Toronto in particular. I mean, I love looking at his Instagram yesterday. I see so many different things about him and how he's tied to Canada. I love it. He celebrates being a Torontonian very heavily. When he won that championship with the Spurs, he took that cup, that Larry O'Brien, all over Toronto. He took it to the Hockey Hall of Fame. He took it down the CN Tower. He took it to all the landmarks around Toronto and put it on blast when he was a Spurs champion. So I got to love that, you know, and, you know, he definitely does embrace and love the city of Toronto still. And, you know, it was a big deal to him to get to play for the Raptors at some point in his career. It really, really was. And I liked Corey Joseph a lot. I like him a lot. I know that at times since he's left the Raptors, he's really tried to kill us in competition against us on another team. But I can't fault him for that. That's what he's supposed to do. It's the NBA. Ahmet saying, MB, y'all laughing my ass off. Country Cock saying, I have 0 trivia points. I can dream, though. You know, that's not totally true. I believe you got a question a couple weeks ago, and I think you are on the standings right now, Country Kong. So it's not that you haven't got any. I think you got at least one question this year so far. It's all good. It's just for fun. Once again, this isn't, there is a prize, and you do win things for winning this. Ask David and G. But it's still mostly mainly for fun. It really is. And for educational purposes. Let's just put it that way. We learned more about Corey Joseph today. That's what we wanted to do. It's not about this or that. And David and Nameless will say, it is about winning. It is about being number one. But it is what it is. Yeah, I think you got one. I think you're on the list as far as like, if you see me post the standings later and you see yourself on the list, you are on there. I think you did get one before. Seymour's got dunks and trivia bricks. Seymour, you're on the list too. I believe you have some points too, but you do have quite a few dunks. You're higher on the dunk list, that's for sure, Seymour. You are definitely higher on the dunk list, but you have respectable points in all 3 seasons of the trivia, Raptor Freak trivia. You played all 3 seasons. That's a accomplishment right there in some ways. Yeah, I think you've got at least one, Country Kong. Leslie saying, I rarely get to participate in trivia, but it's fun. I suck at it. Well, you got a point today, Leslie. You guessed number 6 for Corey Joseph. And that is the most Toronto thing you could have done today. That really is. Nameless is saying, I think I'm going to start watching the CBL competitively. Laugh out loud. You're talking about the CEBL? Yeah, I don't know. It really is. Okay, let's see. Nameless is saying, I'll kick David in the nuts for a dunk. Wow. Ooh, okay. I don't even know what that's going on. I don't know if I give you a dunk for violence. Ahmed's saying I probably should have asked this like when I first subbed, but where are the standings? Okay, well, this is the way it goes, Ahmed. After we play, you're gonna have to wait a little bit. I'll add them up and I'll put them in the comments of this stream later. So if you want to see where you stand before I add the points for today, go to the trivia stream from last week on Tuesday and look in the comments section. And I have it pinned the current standings right now. I'm going to add the points from today and I'll do the updated ones on this stream. But if you want to look at from last week, go look at the stream from last week when we did Isaiah Thomas as the trivia subject. So yeah, you can go find it there. Yeah, there you go, Amit. Yeah, you guys are laughing. Trevor's saying, being in the U.S. makes me miss home. I live. Oh wait, okay. I didn't. You got rid of it. Listen. Come home. Don't be in the States, Trevor. I know you have to be there for work, and just travel safe and get home safely and come back to good old Canada, eh? Yeah, eh? All right, David, eh? Bam, bam, eh? Yeah, eh? All right, quick, hey, eh? All right, yeah. So let me just describe what I'm seeing in these pictures. I know I kind of did this already earlier, but I really am impressed by this LA workout that's going on with these Raptors right now. And I know this is something with Darko. Darko made this happen or something. I have no idea. But I just love seeing such a huge amount of the Raptors this time of year together is really, really, really interesting. Now, last year we saw this, and it turned out into the season. But the Rico Hines runs were a very good feeling of okay, the team's getting together. They're working hard this summer all together, and I like that. I want to see that. Yeah, David, you need iron boxers, bro. Nobody needs to be kicking David in the nuts. No. His girlfriend probably wouldn't like that. That's right. Ahmed's saying I'm 4th. Yeah, you're in 4th right now. So you're in 4th. There you go. Nameless is laughing. All right, I like it. All right, I did the Instagram stories, but I'll go over them. I did not do the Instagram stories, so let me do them real quick. Ron Harper Jr. is definitely in California. He is posting a picture of being at the Santa Monica Pier. So he is in LA. Thad Young, as I said, he's got his Reform Transportation always on blast. And then he's got a really cool graphic in red. I love to see Thad Young stuff in Raptor red, even if it's not official Raptors logo. And then, yeah, he posted his little dunk, Grady passing it to him coming up the baseline and jamming it with the left hand. He threw it down with the left hand. And I know they're playing against the coaches in that instant. It's not like a full 5-on-5 full court. It's kind of like a scrimmage practice thing. But it was basically Grady, Scotty, and Thad versus 3 of the coaches. And Grady had a nice little dish off to Thaddeus, and they're like I said, they're reposting each other. The Grady posts Thad's dunk, and now Thad's posting Grady celebrating his dunk. That's a good sign, y'all. That's a really, really good sign of things. Raptors Official, if you have not seen this material, go to Raptors Official on Instagram, Twitter, or even on Facebook. You will find this stuff, and it's really, really good. Really, really good stuff. Really, really, really good stuff. Now, as I said, Precious is not in LA. He's opened up his What If Unlimited camps in Nigeria. So he is actually over there running camps. So he is one of the ones who is not in LA right now. And it's not a big deal. It is not a big deal. But man, the thing that they do at the What If Unlimited camps is a big deal to these kids over in Nigeria. And there's so many of them there. The fact that Precious touches so many young people's lives with basketball is amazing. And that is the whole reason why he's doing it. He goes over there. They see Precious. They see him throwing down windmill dunks. They see his personality. They see an NBA player from the Toronto Raptors, and they dream, and they become the next Precious down the road. And that's why it's so important what Precious is doing in Nigeria this week. Marquise Noel has clips still of him being in New York, but we know he's not in New York. We know you're in LA, Marquise. So don't even try and fool us. Yeah, we know where you are. Scotty putting on blast his friend Jay Nathan, who is putting on blast their trip to Jamaica. Now, Gary Trent is saying, and this may mean that he is in Toronto, because he's saying he needs a groomer that does buzz cuts on short hair dogs. And he has a picture of his dog, and it's one of them big head dogs. It's not a pit bull. It is kind of a pit bull. It's a weird kind of I don't know dog breeds exactly. But if you go look at Gary Trent's Instagram stories, you'll see his dog, and it's a cool little dog sitting on the plane, and he needs a buzz cut. So Gary's looking for somebody who grooms dogs, specifically short hair dogs in Toronto is where he's looking. So he's in Toronto, obviously, if he wants his dog's hairs cut in Toronto. So, and I think that's about okay. Then Slim Duck saying, don't let anyone forget that fucking with you is a privilege, 100%. So he's reminding everybody, the access to him is not granted. If you abuse the situation of being around him, he will take that privilege away, is what he is saying to everybody. All right, that's your Instagram check with them real quick. Let me see what else you guys are saying here with you guys. Let's see where I'll get back here. Stargate saying, hey, Lex, what teams do you see as possible contenders in the West next season? Well, there's some good teams out there. It's weird. In some ways, I obviously going to go to the Nuggets first, since they're the defending champions. The vibes are strong. They're feeling high and mighty. They may be really wanting to defend their championship. Of course, you're going to talk about them. I really feel good about Sacramento also. I don't think that last season was a fluke. I think that with Mike Brown and those young guys in Sacramento are going to get better and better, that team is actually a real power and a real possibility to contend. I don't believe in Phoenix. I've said this a lot in the last week, that just because they got all those guys that can score doesn't mean they can guard anybody. And I'm really, really suspicious of the Suns' ability to shut teams down or have any kind of defense this year. So I don't think that they're actually a legit contender. They're going to be fun to watch, and they'll be entertaining for the Phoenix fans. But I don't think they should be considered a serious championship contender, because they just lack something on one side of the ball. The Lakers and the Clippers are the same to me. They have the opportunities to rise up and be very powerful and be championship contenders, but it always it's contingent on the health of Kawhi Leonard. On the Lakers, it's kind of contingent on the vibes being okay and them not losing too much, so that everybody's kind of in a bad place and upset. There's a lot that could go wrong there in certain ways with the Lakers and the Clippers. So I don't really have faith in them. They don't have a good foundation of for sure going and doing great things, because there's no track record of the Clippers being healthy. And the Lakers have a track record of having screwed up toxicness on the down low no matter what. So that's where I look at them. Now, Golden State's intriguing with adding Chris Paul. In some ways, they're dangerous, but in a lot of ways, they're just like Miami. They're aging out of being a true contender in some ways. That last championship they got, maybe the last one of the run for the Golden State Warriors. So I really do look at the top two teams in the West as Sacramento and Denver. And, the other teams, we'll see how quickly San Antonio gets going. Victor may be a very huge impact right away, and they may win a lot more than people expect them to this year. But I don't count on it. I don't count on it. And then there's other teams that are kind of dark horses that could do some interesting things like Utah and Minnesota. But I don't really look at them as the top tier Western teams themselves either. So there you go. Sacramento, Denver. Those are the two top teams in the West, to me, at least. Let's see. Leslie's saying Darko runs down the 401 to the freeway in LA. It's cool that they're there. It's interesting that they're in the Western time zone because their training camp is going to be in the Western time zone. Their first preseason game is going to be in Vancouver. And, in some ways they want to, they want to show these young guys like Grady and Marquise that there's a little bit of globe jumping around when you're an NBA player. They're like, well, yeah, sure, we'll hang out in Toronto and do stuff at OVO, but you know what? Let's all go on a field trip and let's just go to LA and just set up camp there for real quick on the Western time zone real quick. It's that kind of stuff that's kind of helping to orientate young players who just played in college to like, this is the NBA lifestyle and y'all going to be jet setting from coast to coast. And you need to be ready for this. This is going to be how it is. And then maybe this is a little bit part of why they're in LA right now, that too. Nameless saying, can I get a strike today for threatening David with violence for the dunk? Yeah, sure. You got a strike, Nameless. Sometimes you just like getting a strike. It's like, I get it. You're antisocial. You like to buck the system, Nameless. And this is part of why I respect you, even though I am the system in this case. So yeah, you get a strike for inciting violence. Of course, that's a good rule to have. So yeah, you incited violence, you called for violence, then you get a strike. That's just how it is. All right. Trevor's saying, being here in the U.S. makes me miss home. I lived here once upon a time, but I see the difference between the two countries. Canada, family first, then business. U.S., business first, then family. Business will be the downfall of all of us. Family will be the saving grace for all of us. There you go. It's that simple. The business will be the downfall of human civilization. Meanwhile, family may be the thing that can save us. There you go. Country Kong saying, I was worried that Gary Trent Jr. got a buzz cut. I know. It's like you're looking on his Instagram. It's like, we need, is he the short-haired dog? He needs a buzz. No, there's a dog in the picture. Yeah, that's pretty funny, Country Kong. You know what? I'm going to give you a second dunk today just because you're a little bit on fire today, Country Kong. I appreciate that. So you're getting a second dunk just for being silly. All right, there you go. Let's see. David's saying, my nuts are well protected. It's all good. We're buds. Nameless. All right, there you go. He's not afraid of you. He's like saying your threats are empty, Nameless. He's not worried about you kicking him in the nuts. Maybe he has iron nuts. There you go. Let's see. Nameless is going like, all right, he's in solidarity with you. Iceman like Gervin saying the trade Pascal media hype is back. Mark Medina thinks the Raptors will trade Pascal. Andy Bailey said Siakam for DeAndre Hunter. Ugh, gross. Hardaway Jr. and Maxi Kleber, James Bouknight. What is all that crap? Do we want all this crap on a roster for one player? There's like 6 guys that are all kind of Hardaway Jr. is too old. Maxi Kleber is not going to get along with Schroeder, so why the fuck do we want him? James Bouknight is not. He's a knucklehead. He's one of the Charlotte knuckleheads, and I do not want him on the Raptors. Yeah, that's a horrible trade. It sounds like Andy Bailey just wants to give everybody's table scraps to us for one big badass Pascal Siakam. Fuck you, Andy Bailey, for putting out some bullshit trash trade rumor like that. Why are you trying to dump trash on our yard is what it sounds like to me. Country Kong said, I watched some Grady Dick high school highlights. This guy is a serious scorer. Quick shot with deep range. He has no conscience when he gets hot. His 0.5 second decisions in triple threat is elite. There you go. Country Kong scouting young Grady, and he likes what he's seeing. He likes what he's seeing from his high school days. Yeah, there's some signs there with Grady. He's an unassuming young man, but he may have some special talents that aren't totally apparent to the naked eye. You'll have to see him in action to see him. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, just real quick, a recap. We got to get oriented, guys, because there's about to be some Team Canada play. There are exhibition games in Germany starting tomorrow. August the 9th, the 12th, and the 13th, they'll be in Germany playing friendlies to get ready for this tournament in Indonesia in August the 25th. They're going to play a couple in Spain also. So there's 5 friendly games coming up for Team Canada that we should try and watch. If you're able to watch, I don't know what the time zone difference or where to find them or watch them. Sportsnet is getting a lot of criticism right now for having the rights to play these friendly Team Canada games, but they do not have plans to broadcast them. So what they're saying is, if you want to watch Team Canada play in Germany this week, you're going to have to watch the German broadcast through a stream somewhere, maybe possibly illegally. So Sportsnet, get your head out of your ass and understand that Team Canada basketball is something that people want to watch. Even if it's just a friendly game, this is a star-studded team and it's entertainment. Y'all are fucking dumbasses at Rogers. Why can't you get your shit together and cover basketball correctly in this country? Put those German games on TV somehow, some way, you jerks down at Sportsnet. You just got to, you idiots. And for not doing it, you're leaving money on the table, you dumbasses. That's what I'm saying. Y'all have not got the pulse of what Canadian sports fans want. If you're not going to play the friendly Team Canada basketball games that are going on television here in Canada. What the fuck are you doing? Seriously, are you trying to hold back Canada as a sport in the country of Canada because you don't like them growing? And they're like, oh, we can't show this. This is too, people like Team Canada more. They'll be more into it. Yeah, that's something fishy about this. And it makes me mad. It seriously does. Stargate saying, if Grady can become a player like a Rex Chapman type, I would be okay. I don't know if he has the hops. Maybe he does have the hops like Rex Chapman. Rex Chapman was in dunk competitions in the 80s and 90s. He very much could get up there, that Kentucky player. Now, I don't know. What if Grady goes into the dunk contest? Like we all think, oh, Grady's going to be in the three-point shootout because that just makes sense. He's a shooter. But what if he enters the dunk contest? Like, and it's like a Mac McClung kind of thing. Not necessarily like Mac McClung because he's so short, but it's the kind of thing where like we did not expect Grady Dick to be in the NBA dunk contest. And all of a sudden he comes out and he does some really cool shit because he's athletic and people are unassuming about him. It's a similar kind of thing with Mac McClung last season in the Sixers, that this guy, oh, he's not going to win. Well, he's so little and stuff like that. But what if Grady could actually do the dunk contest? I don't know if he could do it and win it. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad idea. But it'd be weird if he was in the dunk contest. That would be very Rex Chapman. That's a Rex Chapman kind of thing to do for sure. I like the comparison, though. I think that Grady's a better shooter than Rex. That's a good thing. I think he is. I think he's a better shooter than Rex. So that's good. All right, yeah. So we got our Team Canada roster. There's 13 players playing for us tomorrow. These are the 13 guys that will put on Canada's red jersey. Kyle Anderson, Nickel Anderson Walker, RJ Barrett, Trey Bell Haynes, Dylan Brooks, Lugez Dort, Zach Edey, Melvin Ejim, Shea Gilgeous Alexander, Kelly Olynyk, Dwight Powell, Phil Scrub, and Thomas Scrub. So we got the two scrubs also. Yeah. So if you hear me say something about those scrubs, know that I mean the guys, the scrubs, not that they're like bad players at the end of the bench. The scrubs at the end of the bench. No, it's their actual name, the scrubs, Thomas and Phil. So yeah. Stargate saying, hey, Ray Allen was in the dunk contest. Yeah, but in some ways he was more athletic. That's right. He did do the dunk contest at one point for sure. You want Chris Boucher on there. I want Chris Boucher on there too. I wrote a message to Team Canada on their official and said, why aren't y'all adding Chris Boucher to this team? Y'all need bigger guys. If we lose Olynyk or Powell, we're really, really not good up front. In some ways that pisses me off. Then in some ways, why are the Raptors and Team Canada always not getting depth at the center position? Why can't you have at least three big guys? It seems like both teams only have two big guys, Jakob and Koloko, Olynyk and Powell. Who the fuck do we have after that for size? So why not go get Chris Boucher, Team Canada, Rowan Barrett? Just get Chris Boucher and put him on Team Canada. I'm sick of this shit. He should be on there. Leslie's saying, Lex, can we talk about where we think the Raptors will be next season? Yeah, I mean, we can do this. I mean, I don't really know how to speculate on this in a fair way without being a complete homer and saying we're going to kick ass because it can go either way. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer and say, oh, we're going to be a bad team this year either, like a lot of people are already doing. So in some ways, I'm leaving it wide open to just whatever's going to happen is going to happen, Leslie. And I mean, I could tell you the best case scenarios. I could tell you the worst case scenarios, but I don't know how things are going to go. And without any kind of educated opinion on Darko's system and what he's trying to do, I can't really forecast anything because I have no idea what Darko's plans are. So it's really, really hard to kind of put a finger on what the Raptors are going to do this year or our expectations should be. And in a lot of ways, we should just try and have lower expectations just in general, because it's not going to help anything if we're going to be like all pissed off if they're not winning as much this year. So in some ways, I'm just saying get ready for possible bad year, but get ready for a possible good year also. I have no idea. It really is like we ended the season at 500 and we could go either way from here. We could go either way. A lot of people are going to say, oh, we're just going to go down because Fred and Nick left. But that's really just casual people looking at things on paper and making snap judgments just by looking at what's gone and what has come. That's what these NBA prognosticators do every summer. They look at basically the moves that were made in the offseason and they gauge the value of those players. Well, they see Nick Nurse leaving and Fred VanVleet, they're going to automatically give us a downgrade. And that may not be totally fair in our situation. So that's part of the reason why I won't listen to anybody who's making prognostications right now, because nobody fucking knows what the Raptors are going to do, truly. And in some ways, I don't feel comfortable making a blanket statement saying, like, this is what I think the Raptors are going to do either, because I have no idea. That's just the pure truth of it, Leslie. And there you go. I hope that answered some of that question. Well, I may have more answers in September when we're in training camp and we see the stuff that Darko's doing. And then maybe I can make more like bold predictions. Let's just put it that way. Let's see. David's saying it's insane he is not on Team Canada. I think it's insane too. And this is a Chris Boucher fan number one. David Saborin saying this. I think it's insane too. I really do. But in some ways, I don't hate it because, okay, he's not in Germany with the Team USA right now. He's in LA with the Raptors instead. So let's take the win on this, David, that Chris is with the Raptors instead. Whatever's happening, let's get the win inside of it. At least he can be with the Raptors team. That's what it is. Isaac's got the heart out. I love seeing it. Country Kong saying Grady has Scotty level max potential. If he fills out as the kind of scorer he can be, it's going to be scary. He was splitting pick and rolls and double teams in high school. Kansas held him back. Well, that's a good program, and there's a lot of talented players on Kansas, so everybody's got to eat there. In some ways, the high school stuff will show Grady doing a lot because he's probably the only one who could really eat the best. So we got to remember that, Country Kong. But I like what you're saying. I don't know if this is like accurate though. Grady has Scotty level max potential. Scotty's a totally different kind of athletic freak compared to Grady, and that's that's where the difference may be. But I think that you may be right with your prediction that he could be scary, that Grady could be feared in certain ways, partly because of his shooting prowess and just that they have to keep track of him on the court at all times. So, we'll see. We'll see. I don't disagree with what you're saying completely, but Grady and Scotty, come on, really? David's saying Leslie third in the East. You think we're going to be third in the East, David? I love that. That's a great prediction. I, in some ways, am early saying if we can get out of the play-in and just have a regular play-in spot, I'll be happy. Even if it's number 6, even I was saying if it's 6 or 5, which makes more sense to me. But if we can get in the top 4, that's fantastic. Of course, I'd love to get home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs. But if we can make the playoffs outright, not mess with any stupid play-in, and be like the 5th or 6th seed, that'll be a success to me. Seriously. David's saying either way, there is no way the games can possibly be worse than last year. That was a nightmare. Let's not say that, David. Let's not say that just in case. Knock on wood and do some, work to avoid what you're saying. Yeah, let's not say that because it could, but I don't think it's likely. I think you're right. Nameless is saying, can we address how that clown that can't be named said that there are about 17 teams in the league with a better young core than us? Blasphemous. That's bonkers, says David. Well, we know this guy's not for this team right here that is next to my heart because it's not in his heart. His heart is just full of confusion and getting checks from insidious forces out there trying to pull the Raptors apart. He's not a Raptors fan. We know this now because what he said, he's like, oh, I think Scotty do better on the Warriors or the Lakers. Why would you fucking say that? You're not a Raptors fan, obviously. And now he's downgrading us and how he thinks of the young cores around the league. Yeah, that's fucked up. Fuck that guy. Why is that guy getting any kind of Raptor fan traffic? He should not be. If he's making a channel for Raptors fans should not be going there because he's not worthwhile. Let's just put it that way. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's blasphemy. A lot of people are predicting this. They had a list on ESPN top 10 young cores in the league, and we weren't anywhere near that list. I get it, but in some ways, we're underwater. Once again, as a submarine, nobody's paying attention to us. Well, if our guys, a couple of them blossom in huge ways, then they will be saying something about our young core. Watch. You see Coloco make a jump, you see Precious make a jump, you see Scotty make a jump, and boom, all of a sudden, the NBA can't deny that the Raptors have one of the best young cores in the league because these guys go out there and show it, and then they get recognized for it. So hopefully that's what happens, and they will rectify that. Yeah. Nameless is saying that is the kind of stupidity I'm talking about, why you can't listen to him. Yeah, I'm with you. Mugarbe is here. Good to see Mugarbe. Lennon, a great Canadian story. We love seeing Mugarbe in the chat. Morning, Raptor Freaks. Just want to ask, is Pascal in LA? Well, he isn't, no, but he could be showing up anytime. Another thing I want to say about Pascal in this situation is Jim Sand is with him. So the Raptors are with him right now, with Jim Sand being there with him. So it's not like he's out on an island by himself. In some ways, the Raptors are very much with him right now because Jim Sand's there. Also, his brother is considered a part of the Raptors organization. So Christian Siakam, Jim Sand being with Pascal, I'm not worried about this. I know this is something that everybody's saying, well, everybody's in LA but Pascal. That's not true. Jakob's not there either. Precious is not there either. I've not seen Malachi there. I've not seen Gary there. I'm looking for all of them and checking them off as I see them in the clips, in the pictures. And there's certain guys that are not there also. So it's not just Pascal. He's not excluded just singularly by himself. Fiercely saying, gotta go, fam. Blessed to interact with you, and keep up the positive vibes. Upcoming season will be a movie. I love that, Fiercely. What a great sentiment from a birthday lady. Her having her birthday today. Happy birthday once again to Fiercely. I hope your day is perfect and full of love and just great things for you. Fantastic stuff. Leslie saying, David, I'm going with fifth. Yeah, fifth is probably more accurate and realistic, and it may still be tough to get. Country Conk saying, Lex, I'm telling you, this guy has no conscience. If Steph Curry was 6'8", he would play like Grady. The speed that he makes, reads, and decisions is seriously elite. His handle is better than we think. There you go. I love what I'm hearing from Country Kong. I'm not going to deny what you're saying. I love it. Keep telling me these things. I kind of get this feeling that he idolizes Steph Curry. There's a couple of our young players that do. I know that Marquise is a really big fan of his. He was posting clips of him the other day. And I'm sure Grady actually mentioned Steph when he talked about people that have influenced his shot and the way he plays. He definitely has mentioned Steph Curry as a huge influence. So there's a reason for this. There's definitely a reason for this. David's saying fifth, I'll take it. Let's get it. Who's higher? Who is higher, Leslie? Fifth is fine. I'm not okay with that. Isaac's saying we're playing trivia. Okay, I got fourth. He thinks we'll end up fourth. I like that. You guys are all good, positive Raptor fans aiming for high places for the Raptors to land in the standings. I love this. Yeah, let's get up there. Why not number one, y'all? Fuck this. Fuck all this. We're the number one team in the East. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Woo. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it now. All right. I'm going to wrap things up, y'all. Thanks for watching me today. Good stuff. Check your WNBA fantasy teams. Fantastic stuff going on this week with some big matchups this week. I think we've got the matchups this week are me versus MK in a really big battle of 9-1 teams. Get ready, MK. This is going to be a battle, you and me. Fiercey is playing Tom Duke, so be ready, Fiercey. David is playing Edmund, so there you go. Scarborough Sizzle, be ready for the floppers. Nako versus Cool Cat. And then we got Bradley and the Tada crew versus Superfan Monique Lawrence. Those are your matchups for the WNBA League this week. So check on your teams and get your lineup set. David's got that cup. He's ready. He wants to win this. Seriously, he wants to win this Nick Nurse whistle. I know if David wins the whistle, he'll probably take it out on the street and get in the middle of the intersections and start directing traffic. That's right. He'll be down at Blue Jays Way in Front Street, making sure nobody's getting run over by no big trucks, like a good traffic cop would be. I love that. Yeah, you're all about that, David. You can get down there. You'll even have like a fake cop outfit. You'll be like, yeah. And then the women will walk by and say, who's that cute cop? There you go. All right, Nameless is saying, you watch how Darko has this young core performing going forward. They will eat their words. There you go. That's right. Darko's going to motivate our team. They're going to go to the Darko side, and they're going to come out and they're going to have a new found enthusiasm and exuberance that hopefully will turn into big wins on the court and lots of made shots. So I'm all about that. Yeah. Leslie saying Boston, Cleveland, Milwaukee. In the East, I don't put Boston and Cleveland up there. I put Milwaukee up there, but not Boston and Cleveland and not Philadelphia. If I had to pick two top Eastern teams, I'd probably pick Milwaukee. And I'm going to give respect to Miami. Nobody gives respect to Miami, and they really should. The way that Miami did last year, even though they're older, in some ways they do need to be getting more respect in the Eastern Conference rankings by prognosticators this time of year. Them forgetting that they're in the finals and what they did last year in the playoffs is asinine. So I'm going to say the top two teams in the East are actually Milwaukee and Miami, and I'll exclude all of our Atlantic Division foes. And there's reasons. There very much are reasons for why I'll exclude them. So yeah, I'm not sold on Cleveland. Cleveland's weird, man. They're so overhyped, and people are really trying to push them as being one of the top Eastern teams. The NBA is trying, and I don't believe them. I don't believe in them. Iceman saying Raps roster is as good as the Knicks and Cavs from top to bottom. I love that statement, and I don't think that's wrong. I don't think that's wrong at all. The Knicks are weird. They have good talent, and they're weird in certain ways. They're very similar to the Raptors with their talent levels spread out the way they are. The Cavs are so overhyped and overrated, partly because of Donovan, partly because of Evan Mobley. And I'm just sick of it. In some ways, they want the Cleveland Cavaliers to be put more on blast. But honestly, you guys got to realize the Cavaliers franchise is just like the Hawks franchise. It's just like the Washington Wizards franchise. It's just like the Charlotte Hornets franchise. This is just a franchise that's not intended to be a winner or be a big team in the league. You need LeBron James to get to the top. You need more than what you guys have done. And this franchise has struggled for a long time. And yeah, they're doing pretty good. They got some good players. But once again, this is not where Cleveland should be. Cleveland should be a below 500 team, and they will be again at some point. Watch. People will say, oh, no, Cleveland, come on. Lex, you're being mean to Cleveland. Well, I want to be mean to Cleveland. I'll be mean to Cleveland just like people are mean to Toronto. I feel like if anybody's going to say shit about Toronto, we need to be able to say the same damn shit about Cleveland. Seriously. So everything they say about Toronto, I turn around and say, all right, let's say this about Cleveland instead. That's kind of how I treat with it. David's saying Jared Allen isn't as good as they think. I think he's good. I don't diss Jared Allen. He's actually the one player I really like, but I think you're right to a degree. He's a little bit overhyped. I don't believe he should have been an all-star in the last couple of years. That really kind of pissed me off. He made all-star over Pascal that year, and that didn't make any fucking sense to me. No, it didn't. Jared Allen, them picking him as a replacement all-star over Pascal Siakam, that was BS. That damn for sure was BS. Country Con saying the Darko side. That's right. Get ready for the Darko side. You got to put on your shades with the Darko side. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching me today. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tomorrow is a Wild Wednesday. I'll be back at 9:30. You know I will. All right, y'all. Thanks again. And thank you, David. Thank you for being the awards guy. Yeah, I like that little trophy. I do. Wink, 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 wink. I like that little trophy. Leslie's saying Miami is definitely underrated. So Toronto being 5th or 6th is realistic. Yeah, we'll see. Once again, we got to have things go right. If things are smooth, people take to Darko's system and learn it quickly, and they do it without errors, and it's successful. That's what it takes. But sometimes, there's tinkering. Sometimes it's like some of his plans may not be realistic and helpful in theory, in practice. In theory, they sound good, but then you try and do them and they don't work. Well, then you have to adjust. And sometimes it's hard to find that winning recipe, and it doesn't happen instantly. So that's the thing that Raptors fans need to realize. In some ways, we're searching for our new identity, and it may not come to us very easily or quickly. And we may need to go through a little bit of hard times to get to the new version of us. But it could be also it comes very easily and quickly, and there is no problems. That's what I'm saying. I have no idea how to gauge this. Either we get into it and everything comes together in the right way. Them being in LA all together right now, that's a good sign that hopefully they can get it all together quickly and easily. So thanks again, y'all, for watching me. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll be back tomorrow. And let's go Raptors. Happy birthday to Fiercey Salsera. I hope you have a fantastic day. All right, y'all. Let's go.